Hello everyone, I'm Professor Toybox, and today I've got Yoda with me. He too, of course, was seen in the alpha footage of the Disney Infinity 4.0 Kingdoms project, which is what this toy box is based on. So even though he isn't part of the Aladdin world, I thought it was appropriate for him to be here as I build this particular toy box. Today I'm going to build the second of two large chambers that make up the main area of the palace dungeon. Unfortunately, there was no way to tell from the 4.0 Kingdoms footage where the archways that lead out of this room actually go, so I had to use my imagination and design my own rooms. The large chamber I'm going to build today can be reached from either of these two exits, that one over there or this one. And so as we get started, I think the first thing I want to do is put down another terrain block over here that I forgot to put down last time. And we're going to stick that right there like that. And then a couple of videos ago, I got a little hung up on this block here. And actually, it shouldn't have been that one. It should have been the 2x3. And I think that's what tripped me up. So that's the one that needs to go there. And then the 3x3 goes right next door like that. And then we're going to put another one, 2, and 3. So a total of 5 of those along there like that. And then we'll also need, let's see, we've got a 3x3 over here and the 2x2. So what we need are a couple of 2x2s right here. And I'm going to turn them facing this way. And another one there. And then the archway leading into this second area will go right there like that. Yeah. Okay, and then the other entrance to this area is over on this side. And so we'll go ahead and frame in this room. So I'm going to need another one of these. And then a 1x3. We're going to put this one covering up most of that, like that. And this is a little bit wider hallway that's going to come down here to another archway. And that should be fine just like that. We'll put another one here. And then for the entrance into here, I'm going to put 2 archways in here. One right there and another one right here. So now we have the entrance into the larger area there and another entrance over here. Okay, so we'll start filling in the perimeter of this room now. And I'm going to use this 1x3 here, and I'm actually going to put down 3 of them. And I need just one in here for a spacer, so I'm going to turn it like that. And then we'll put the 1x3, or the 3x3, right here like this, with another one right next to it. And we'll grab the staircase, put this over here. And come back and pick up the 2x2, and I'm going to frame in the pen where the wampa is going to be. And I'm going to put this one in for a spacer. And then we'll put this one here. There we go. And I can come back here and take this spacer out. And we'll put in another curved surface. Wish that text would get out of the way. Put the plain side out. And we'll bring this one forward a little bit. And we'll need another staircase right here. And then a curved tower piece right there. All right, so that's the outer wall. Now we'll frame in this inner wall. And what I want to do here is I need to leave room right in this space here for the jet engine. And so I'm going to put one of these on the back side of this, like that, with a 2x3 right there. Yep. And then we'll add these in to cover up those doors and also serve as a ledge for the player to get around on. This one here like that. And another curved surface right there. And we'll put that one just like that. And this one doesn't matter. The player's not going to see the walls for that one. And then one 1x3 to cover up that window, like that. And now we have the perimeter of the room on the lowest floor. Oh yeah, I gotta purchase skill upgrades for Yoda one of these days. Okay, so now we need the tower in the middle of the room. And for that, I'm going to use this Dunbrock tower here. And let's see, this needs to be positioned not quite like that, a little off to the side. And I'm going to put this right here for just a moment, because what I need to do is put in a couple of blocks for the little bridge that goes over to the tower. And these blocks are going to sit right on the edge, actually, of this one right here. And so that tells me where this tower has to go, just like that. And eventually I'll put a couple of smashers underneath that for a trap. And we also need to put this too high. And unfortunately we have those windows on the outside of that. There's nothing I can do about that, so I'll have to live with that. Alright, so the main floor is filled in. Let's move on now to the next level of blocks. And so what I'm going to do is come up to, let's see, I think this one, we may have to tweak this, because I don't really want that door on the outside. I think we can safely put that there. And yeah, we're only going to see that little bit of that block on this side. So that'll work fine, just like that. And then I'm going to put down this 3x3, and we're going to leave just enough room here for a ledge running across there. That's why I have two archways there, because the second archway fills the gap that would have been underneath that wall. So that one sits there, and then we'll put another one right next door, like that. And another one here, just like this. There we go. And for the back side, we'll put a 3x3 like that. And I'm going to run a row of these right down along the edge. And that will be the wall for the second level. And it leaves quite a bit of ledge there for the player to run around on, so that's good. And let me just make sure I've got, how many of these I've got? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Now again, I could put a 3x3 here, which is what I need, but I don't really like that window sitting there. So instead, I'm going to put a 2x3 with a 1x3 behind it. That way I don't have a window. I do have a seam, but that can't really be helped. And then back to the 3x3. Put these across like that. And then we just run these down here like so. So there's the outer wall. And that's looking pretty good. Before I forget, I do need a spacer here because the door that goes on the Wampa pen is only 2 blocks high. So I'm going to put down 2 little blocks here to make sure I've got a top for that. All right, that's looking really good. I like that. Now, over on this side, ideally what I'm going to want is to put this block here like that, but I want to leave this off so I can get into this corridor. And so I'm going to put this here temporarily just so that I can space everything out. And I want to put this round block right here with a 1x3 behind it to cover up the door. And then we're just going to put a row of these down here along like this. And that will cover those up. And I needed one more. Oops, with a 3x3. Like that. Okay. So that looks pretty good. And then again, I'm going to go ahead and take this piece out just so we can get into this corridor here. Now for this little section here where the rocket engine is going to go, I need some blocks to fill that in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one block in like that to leave room for the rocket engine. And then we'll use 2 of these 1x3s like that. And I don't like the way that that brick faces, but I think that's not too bad though. I'm going to put a little bridge across here that'll help hide that. So there's that. And yeah, that looks good. Alright, so the next level up, we're going to basically follow the same path here around the room. So we'll start back on this corner, place that, and come up one more level. And we'll just follow the same set of blocks all the way around. Like that. And then as before, we'll put these smaller blocks in there so we don't have any windows showing. And over on this end, just keep building this wall upward, like that. Okay, now this one, again, I think we can flip that around safely. So let's do that. That'll hide that door. So that's good. And let's see. Yeah, I'm going to put down a 1x3 right under here to cover that up a little bit. So that looks good. And then we'll put one more over here, which will cover that window up under there. And then these will cover up those doorways. All right, and then we have the ledge here that the rope is going to hang off of. So that needs to sit in here just like this. And if we come back up to building sets group 6 and go left, we'll find this little rope climb. I'm going to put that right there on the center of that, like that. That's where the clouds will connect to that. Okay, so that looks really good. And now we'll go up one more level. Most of this will be covered by ceiling up here, but there's a little bit of a frame around this area that I want to fill in. And so, let me see here. As we look at this, I've got those two blocks there, so I need a 3x3 here. That will go like that. And I'm just framing in this opening up here. That's how they'll get in up there. And then when we're ready, we'll fill all these blocks in across here and cover the ceiling. But I don't want to do that right now, because I think that would be not a good thing to do. It makes it easier to get in here and work. Okay, so that's the bulk of the room. Now we'll just add some details. So we'll come over here to the first chamber. This will make it a little bit easier to pick these up and work with them. So I'll pick that up, which puts me in the platforming toys drawer, right where I need to be. And I'm going to put down a couple of bridges in here. First one is going to go right in here and cover up that seam there. And we'll put one on the other side with this bridge piece in the middle. The next one is going to go down here, right in the middle of this block. And this one will go on the opposite side. And then we just fill in the bridge. And we can spin that around a little bit if we don't want to make it repetitive. So there's our bridge leading across there. And then we need a ladder over here to get to the top of that tower. So we'll grab this long wooden ladder, place that right there like that. So that's looking good. And I think that's just about it for this room. That looks good. There's nothing more to do over here. So the last thing I'm going to put in are the ledge hangs that go over here on that wall. And so we'll come out to the platforming toys drawer and scroll over and pick these up. And I want to pull up my screenshot here that I took to remind myself how to build this. And we're going to put this first one down right over here on this edge. And again, I want to style this so that it's not metal, it's the castle ledge hang. And I'm going to bring this up too high like that. And this one goes across the top like this and like this. And then we'll leave a gap. And we'll put another double hang over here. A double hang underneath that one. And a single like that. And then the rest of this we fill in with spacers. There we go. So that's the ledge hang maze that gets us across that lava pit. And now at this point we can go ahead and fill in that ceiling. And so I'm going to grab the 3x3 and we'll put this back right there. And one more back in here. I think we'll need a 2x3 to fit in there. And so now that little room is covered up because there's nothing more we need to do in there. So that's good. That looks really good. Yeah, nice. So that's it for the main dungeon area. Next time I'll build the small side room that's filled with lava where the pendulum trap will go. Meanwhile, I want to thank you for watching and remind you to subscribe to my channel or sign up on my blog if you haven't already done that so you don't miss the next episode. For those of you who want to build this toy box on your own console or PC, be sure to check out my blog where you'll find floor plans to help you out. That's all for me today. See you next time.